If you're using Claude for your stock analysis, then you're literally ahead of 99% of investors. But if you use Claude Cowork instead of just the regular chat, then you become the 1% of the 1% of investors. Most people are using the chat version of Claude. And this is fine if you're doing simple stock analysis. But if you really want to take your investing to the next level, the gap between the chat version of Claude and Claude Cowork is enormous, with all of the different very powerful things that you can use for your stock analysis with this tool. In fact, there's not even an exaggeration to say that this is like going from using Siri in 2018 to using Claude now. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how Claude Cowork is different than the regular chat version of Claude, and all of the most powerful things that you can do for your stock analysis, such as building custom tools, custom workflows, custom skills that allow you to perform your stock analysis at a level that you perhaps never thought would be possible. And I'm also gonna share with you my favorite prompts, my favorite skills, my favorite ways to reduce tokens so that your subscription limits don't run out immediately. And all of this is going to be with practical examples and tools that you can start using right away. Okay, so as you can see right now, we're on the Claude desktop app, and there's 3 different things that you can do with it. You can use the regular chat, which I can just type something, send it, and then get a response. I could also use Claude Cowork, which is what I'm going to show you in this tutorial, or you could also use the code version of Claude. All of these different tools and all of these different ways of interacting with Claude are really, really powerful. But in order for you to really understand how powerful stock analysis can be using Claude Cowork instead of just the chat version, you need to understand the difference between the two of them so you can apply this for your stock analysis. So to understand this, think about it like this. So the chat version is the simplest version of Claude. You type a question and you get a response. So if I say, what is the price for Apple stock today? What Claude is gonna do is going to process the request. It's probably going to browse the web, as you can see here, and then provide me with the information. So this is kind of like having a very smart person that is trained on a lot of information that is found on the internet and getting a response right away. On the other hand, using Claude Cowork, this is like having that same assistant, that same analyst, but instead of just being able to answer questions, it can actually perform work for you, and not only perform that work once, but perform that work 24/7 or whenever you tell it to do something for you. So for example, if I decide to say, give me the stock price of the top 5 market cap companies every 5 hours. What this is going to do is, instead of just providing me with a response, it's actually going to create a process that is going to replicate every 5 hours, and it's going to provide me with that answer without me even asking it over and over and over. So as you do more repetitive processes, or you want to do custom ways of analyzing stocks, this enables you to have that power and that capability. So as you can see right now, is asking me, do you want me to schedule this task where I can perform this function for you? Once I click on schedule, then what this is going to do is going to continuously run on the background to check, okay, it's been 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay, I have to run this job and provide the response. Now, of course, if I ask a simple question like, what is Apple's stock price? Then just like the regular version of chat, what it's going to do is going to browse the web and it's going to retrieve this data for me and answer the question. So in this way, you never have to be intimidated that if you use Claude Cowork, then all of a sudden you need to know how to program or how to code or anything like that. It's like super simple to use. And as long as you follow the steps that I'm going to share with you in this tutorial, you're going to be able to do some really powerful things. Now that you understand this, we're going to start with a very simple analysis, and then we're going to go to a very advanced level where you're literally going to be building your own custom tools for your own custom stock analysis. So one of the things that I highly recommend that you do is that you hook up a powerful API to your Claude Cowork, because otherwise, if you ask for data, so for example, like Apple's revenue, Apple's net income, Microsoft information, is going to browse it from the web and bring it up to you, but you never really know where that data came from. How can you be sure that the data is correct? And then also, if you really want to do this for hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of companies at the time, so you can compare the information, there's not really a way for you to do that. So in that case, what I recommend is that you use an API for this. For this video, I'm going to be using the Wisesheets API, but you can use another API as well. So I'm just gonna say, tell me everything about how this API works. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through the API, the documentation, understand the structure, and then it's going to be able to provide you with the correct data once you ask it to do different things. So why do I recommend the Wisesheets API? One, it includes the source of where the data came from. Number two, is super affordable. And then number three, is built for AI agents like this, so you can get tons of data that you can work with for any custom stock analysis. So as you can see now, it has a response, and then all we need to do is say use this API key, and I'm going to blur the API key, of course, for the purposes of this video, to retrieve any stock data I ask for. Okay, once you have this set up, now you can start to do some crazy stuff. So for example, before on the regular version of chat, we couldn't do something like give me all the SaaS stocks and show me their revenue growth using the API. So what this is gonna do is going to pull all of the data directly from the API. We could even ask it like, what's the source tag of these different SaaS companies? And it's going to present this to us. Now, the cool thing about this is that we could say make a spreadsheet. So it would put this information on a spreadsheet. You can also make a chart, so it can do this for us, or it can also just present the data to us like it's probably going to do in a table format, if I had to say. All of this we get to optimize and customize as how we want to perform this. As you can see, one of the beauties of using Claude Cowork is the fact that you can see for every task that you assign, it has the progress on the different subtasks that need to be performed in order to do this. So for example, first is going to get a SaaS company list. Here you can see that this was completed. Then it's going to look at the revenue growth data, and then it's going to present the results in a table, or in this case, a spreadsheet, which that's pretty nice. One thing that I think is super important is for you to know how to optimize your token usage, because every request that you make, of course, is going to take tokens in the background, and this is going to make your Claude plan run out of credits eventually if you just keep spamming more and more different tasks that Claude now has to perform for you. So what I recommend is very practical. First, if you're asking for a simple question like this, then don't worry about using the latest model. You can use the one before. So in this case, Sonnet 5 is actually a pretty good model that works for this simple task. Or if you really want something that really thinks deeply about a particular system or a particular way of doing things, then that's when you go ahead and use the latest models. One more thing to disable, and I'll show you that later, is you can also adjust the thinking speed. And sometimes if you have on the fast thinking speed, it's going to consume a lot more tokens. So I don't recommend you use that at all unless you really need it. But again, if you do these things, you're going to be able to save on a lot more tokens. And I'm going to show you a way in which you don't even have to use tokens to do your analysis as well. So as you can see, the analysis is now complete. We could have a look at it here, or we can click on show folder, and this is going to take us to the file as well. And as you can see, all of the analysis is right here. So if I click on show in folder, this is going to take you to your files where you're going to be able to see the output that was created. And once you have this, then you can just open the file. And as you can see, now we have the revenue and we have the revenue growth year over year for all these companies. And as you can imagine, if you were trying to do this manually, it would just take you forever to do it. Or you could also have to use an expensive tool in order to be able to retrieve the data. But as you can see, this was pretty much flawless, all done on the first try. And we can of course ask Claude Cowork to modify this, to make a table, to add more columns, to add more data, but you get the idea. And now it's time to move to level number 2 of the stock analysis power ladder. So level number 2, this is one of my favorite things to do and it's extremely powerful. And that is, instead of getting Claude to repeat the same process over and over, so let's say we wanted to now do this instead of SaaS companies, another group of companies like industrial companies, what we could do is have Claude Cowork build us a tool that we just tell it what kind of companies we would like to screen for, and it does all of the work for you. The same applies to other applications, and I'm going to show you that today. So for example, let's say that for our analysis, we always look at debt to equity ratio, ROE, net income, revenue, and revenue growth. And then we could say, using the API, build a dashboard where I can change the ticker and visualize this data. And then here I'm gonna click enter, and what it's gonna do is going to process this information, is going to do all the coding necessary for you to have this tool where you don't have to touch any of that code and you get to use that tool automatically. Now while this is loading, we'll come back to see what it actually came up with, but this is actually something I already did and I want to share with you. So if you go to this GitHub right now, what you can do is get this tool absolutely for free that I'm about to show you. You just need to download this file right here. So you can download as a zip file, upload it to your Claude Cowork and tell it to modify any of the tools that I'm about to show you. But here we go. So as you can see, this is a live tool that you can use right now. So if I change the ticker from Apple to Salesforce, I just simply type the ticker here. All of this is powered by the API on the background, and all of the data automatically loads for you with all these different visualizations, with all these different charts, all of it absolutely included, and even the source of where the data is coming from. So if you're performing this type of analysis, I recommend that you build a dashboard like this because this is very powerful to analyze your stocks. Now going back to this, what you would do is again download the zip file, and then after that tell it to make any modifications to the dashboard. Maybe you don't like certain charts or you want to add new charts, you just tell it to do that and it will do that for you. And we also have this other project as well that you can check out, again completely free, all open source, all available right now. And this does something very similar. So this tells you the value of a company based on different assumptions. So if I select Nvidia, then this tells me how much Nvidia is underpriced or overpriced, and I can change the assumptions. So if I lower the discount rate or increase it, maybe adjust the terminal growth or the valuation method, then as you can see, all of this data automatically updates for you. So if you're finding yourself consistently doing this type of analysis, I highly recommend you build a tool for it. It just makes the process a whole lot better. But stay tuned because level number 3 is the most powerful in my opinion. Okay, so going back to Claude Work, this is what I came up with. We can obviously prompt it to create something better and to create actually something on the web instead of this visualization, but this is actually pretty good. And maybe you can change the ticker and get a different result. I just stopped it right here to avoid wasting any tokens. But the last thing that I want to show you besides my prompts and the skills is that what you can do is you can have Claude run on the background on a scheduled basis. So for example, one of the things that is very powerful is if you say every day check if any of my stocks in this spreadsheet, right, and you would attach the spreadsheet, have their earnings release, tell me if the company over or underperformed and by how much. You can just click right there, and what this is going to do is going to create those scheduled process. And you could combine this with any of the different things that I've shown you how to do so far. And to make it even more powerful, once you have a way to do something repetitively, you can create that into a skill. So for example, let's say that I wanted to create this as a skill. What I would do is actually go right here, and I'm going to stop this, and I'm gonna say create this skill where I just enter the industry and get this data. This is going to allow you to essentially save the process so that every time you want to perform the same kind of analysis, the same type of process or workflow, this is automatically enabled. You trigger it and it's going to give you the same result rather than you having to prompt for the same thing over and over. And then on top of this, you could schedule these skills to run on certain times. So that way you can really build some very powerful things. Like some of the things that we're seeing right now, investors using are portfolio trackers. Other things that we're seeing is like valuation dashboards and workflows that tell you if particular companies look overvalued or undervalued right now. We're also seeing agents that are monitoring the market to see if particular trends are happening. So for example, if the Strait of Hormuz is likely to remain closed or open, and just constantly checking for information that show the traffic of the different ships on the strait. And then of course, if you really want to go crazy, you could even connect to your broker so that based on different information, you could even make trades. Now for that, be very, very careful. I don't recommend to do that right now just because of the current state early development, but maybe later on it becomes more safe and there's more protocols in place to protect you. But I just wanted to give you an overview of all the different things that you can do with Claude Cowork. As you can see, this is now completed, and in order to verify that the information was completed properly, it performed this for another industry. So in this case, I think we have all of the different semiconductor industry stocks along with the revenue growth information that we had before. And now you can also have this savable skill, so industry revenue growth, and I could trigger this by first clicking on save skill right now. And once the skill is saved, you should be able to click on backslash and then let's say industry revenue growth, and then I would just say the particular industry. So let's say we wanted to do now automobiles, and I click enter, then the whole workflow will run automatically for me. So that's it. With this, you can really take your stock analysis to the next level. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what video you would like to see next.